Communication skills are your ability to exchange different types of information effectively. It might be communicating an idea or feeling, giving an update about your project, or just exchanging some information with a new neighbour around the block. All these things involve communication skills. The more efficient you are in them, the deeper expression you leave on the other person. But why are these skills so important for you, and how can you improve them? Don't worry, we got you covered. This video is going to be all about the importance of communication skills and 7 unique tips for you to improve them. So without further ado, here is why you should consider improving your communication skills. Good communication skills boost your confidence and self-esteem, aid in the development of leadership skills, develop your value in the workplace, helps you to progress in your career, imparts you with good decision-making and problem-solving skills, and many more benefits. But that's not the reason we are here today. We have picked 7 unique tips to improve your communication skills so you can make your mark amongst your peers in no time. Now, let's dive deep into our 7 unique tips. 7. Listen, listen, and listen. One of the most important tips anyone can give you is to listen, listen, and listen. Listening attentively to others makes them feel respected and heard. So whenever you communicate with someone, first pay attention to what they are saying and then respond actively. The skill of listening can be enhanced by paying attention. Don't worry, it's not that difficult. Here is how you should actively listen. Receive. Receive the message the other person is communicating carefully. Understand. The next step is to understand the context of the message. Remember. Once you've understood what they want to communicate, try to remember the key points of their message. Evaluate. Now you have to evaluate the situation. Keep attention to the body language and tone of the other person and evaluate the situation accordingly. Respond. Lastly, respond according to your evaluation and make the other person feel heard and acknowledged. Once you practice this, it will be a matter of seconds for you to complete this whole process. Everyone appreciates it when they feel acknowledged. Now, you're one way ahead of others in your communication skills. 6. Over-communicate. You have to over-communicate while communicating. Everyone has a different understanding approach, so give the other person you're communicating with more than one point of view. You might think you have stated your point clearly, but it might be not clear enough for the other person. But how can you over-communicate? Don't worry, here is how. Use a lot of hand and body gestures. Use the art of storytelling. Ask questions and encourage them to ask questions too. Use many other visual mechanisms to communicate your message effectively. 5. Manage your tone. Effective communicators are not monotonous. They change their tone according to the tone of their message. Monotonous communication makes the whole communication boring. So instead of using a single tone, change your tone as you communicate the message. Put emphasis on important points. Allow the feelings of your message to be expressed through your tone. Use an assertive tone when you want to be taken seriously. Have a soft tone when needed. Don't just change your tone, but also adjust your volume too. One-to-one conversations require low volume, while when talking to a large crowd, you need to be loud enough to be audible. But remember not to overdo it. You need to be optimum in every circumstance and communicate exactly what you want others to understand. 4. Adjust your body language. We all know we communicate both verbally and non-verbally. Non-verbal clues leave a lasting impression on other people than just words. We also need to adjust our body language to leave that impression. But what are the basic rules of having good body language? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Adopt the power pose. This is basically adopting a posture that you associate with someone who you consider to be powerful. Sit up straight. Widen your shoulders. Maintain proper eye contact. Don't glare. Keep an open posture. Don't cross your arms or legs during communication and face your chest towards the person you're communicating with. Having proper body language makes you appear proactive and confident. It also adds a plus point to your personality. 3. Just say enough. Over-communicate, but not massively communicate that the other person feels overpowered. To improve your communication skills, you have to master the skill of just saying enough. Excessive chatter loses the essence of your message. Effective communicators tend to listen more, but when they speak very concisely, purposefully, and clearly. Seems difficult to master? Don't worry, you have this. Here is how to do it. Think before you speak. Map out your conversation. Avoid using filters like uh-huh and etc. Try to keep it concise but not ambiguous. This might seem difficult to get through, but it's just a game of practice. The more you practice, it will become part of your personality. 2. Reread before sending your message. We are living in a digital era. Almost all of our communications are taking place digitally. So this unique tip is especially for survival in this era. Always reread before you send your messages. Even your best piece of writing is nothing with spelling and grammatical errors. To err is human. Developing a habit of proofreading saves you from the embarrassment of typos. Instead of regretting after sending your email, proposal or resume, double, triple check them. There are a lot of grammar and spelling checkers out there. Use them, instead of messing up an important message just because of some typos. 1. Storytelling. The last unique tip of improving your communication is to adopt storytelling. Human brains are wired for storytelling. We engage and understand a message better when we are told it in the form of a story. Practicing the art of storytelling makes you a good communicator. But how should you do it effectively? Don't worry, we're here to tell you. To form a story that perfectly fits the needs of your message, follow these simple rules and you're good to go. Have a problem and a resolution. A good resolution satisfies your audience and amplifies your message as well. Add emotion to your story. Emotions make a story powerful. Use a set of vocabulary that depicts the emotions you're trying to describe. Keep it simple. Keep your story and its end as simple as possible. Complex situations divert the spotlight from the original message. Make it relatable. The more your audience relates to your story, the impactful your message becomes. So try to form a story that is relatable for the people you're communicating with. Communication skills are one of the most important skills that every aspiring person should have. The more you invest in improving your communication skills, the more you will be rewarded. Follow these unique tips to grow both in your personal and professional lives. Be sure to join our Facebook community over at Sky High Software Engineers, where we will share all of our tips and tricks on software engineering and soft skill subjects. We also offer one-on-one coaching. We left you the link in the description below. What do you think about these unique tips? Have some advice for us? Let us know in the comments section below. We love to hear from you.